Welcome to Beyond the Game on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. I am Jacob Volk. Sitting across from me and playing with his headphones is Brandon Johnson. Brandon, what in the world are you doing over there?
I'm going one ear because these headphones are disgusting. Has hair all on them.
What's on that? That's really long.
That's really long hair from somebody here.
What color is it?
It's gray and like
It's gray.
blonde.
Eleanor.
Hey, did the Kardashian drapes?
I think so. This is nasty, man. Sean, I'm calling you out to buy some new headphones. This is ridiculous, man.
Dominic Arbolino and Eric Fischetti are also here, but their headphones are pristine.
Yes.
Their headphones are in great condition.
They're pretty refurbished over there.
Number to call.
Well, being that I got a small head, mine's kind of like falling off my head, so it's all right.
Number to call if you have something on your mind is 516-572-7440. And guys, let's start with basketball. Game 4 of the NBA Finals takes place tonight as the Warriors. I'm sorry?
It's happening.
Dom, stop.
You know what?
Stop it.
I'm agreeing with Dominic. It's 51-49 in my opinion, but I'm
Okay.
picking the Warriors.
I
Well,
don't.
see, here's the thing. I mean, if we want to go back to last game, I mean, that was the best game of the series, as you alluded on Twitter, Jacob.
That was the best game of the NBA playoffs so far. No question about
Absolutely.
that.
And, you know, the most important part about it was that guys like LeBron and Kyrie playing, 45 minutes, and that's like that's damn near 3 minutes off of a full NBA game, And there's nothing more they can do, except try their hardest. And the team didn't show up. Clearly, the bench of the Cavaliers.
Darren Williams. What in
He's
the
like a
world?
no-show.
Even Kevin Love, too.
Yeah, I've seen that Darren Williams. That was a fun Darren Williams.
I mean, because he
JR
was
too.
one of the
JR
best
didn't play that well
players.
either.
He was 6 for 10 from 3.
Oh, okay.
But
Who
still,
was?
JR, he
Smith.
was 6. But
J.R.
sometimes
Smith
he
played
made
well.
some stupid plays. It's like JR, he's doing like a fadeaway 3 in front of Steph. I'm like, from the
That's
sideline.
J.R. Smith, though.
We
He
kidding
makes
me?
stupid decisions.
Brandon, we remember those.
Oh, yeah, we definitely remember those.
Oh, he annoyed
I think
me.
he would have been nice, man, if he still stayed with the Knicks.
I don't know.
Oh, by the
I
way,
hope so.
Jacob, you were right. Draymond Green did get a technical on
Yeah,
Game 3.
I called
So,
it.
Didn't get suspended,
But
though.
he
No,
didn't
nothing.
get ejected either. That was the
That's
whole
the great
premise.
part.
Still, at least
He did get a technical.
you're right on one thing.
Because the guy can't keep his emotions in check. The guy's a head case.
Yeah.
The guy's a legitimate head case. I mean, he's a really good player, grindy-ass player. I like him. I like that kind of guy on my team. He could have been a Net. He was picked with a Nets pick. But he's just a nutcase. Jim from Wantagh called in and compared him to Odell Beckham Jr. That was a perfect
gosh.
comparison.
Yeah. But in all seriousness, guys, I mean, this game right here is honestly historic, of course, as we mentioned. But like I say, I want to see them go to Golden State, you know what I mean? But I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, a guy like Kevin Durant's been scoring
Oh, he's going to be
30.
MVP.
He's going to be MVP regardless.
He's playing on
He's been
another
playing,
level.
Yeah, incredible. I mean, it's his time.
And when I mean
You know?
the Finals MVP, not MVP altogether.
Oh, no, they're not giving it
because
to
I
him
didn't
this
clarify
year.
that.
Westbrook's.
No, you're right. But
Yeah, I'm picking Westbrook. Let
hey.
me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Assuming the Warriors win tonight, are they the best team in NBA history,
No.
if not sports history?
No, not at all.
No.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
I don't
I
think
can't
they're up
do that.
there.
They're up there,
on
but
They
I
have to
can't.
be up there.
Yes.
You had some great Bulls teams. Regardless if they, didn't go as perfect as in the postseason. I mean, that team all around was a great team, you know what I mean? Not saying Golden State is not, but I just feel like they're top 2, I think. Top 2.
Okay.
Top
All
two.
right.
But you hit on it like last week, even the week before that the Cavs Warriors are our generation's Lakers Celtics.
Yes.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. This is going to be a good rivalry for years to come. It's just destroying the league. Let's talk about the other aspect of this. This was built up as an excellent series. Golden State is 1 game away from sweeping the Cavs. How can the league rebound from this?
I don't know, man.
I don't even know.
Like we mentioned in earlier previous shows, dynasty eras. It's starting to become a dynasty for Golden State. Not saying that it wasn't before, because they had a great season last year and then a good season before that when they won their first ring. But adding Kevin Durant, like I always tell people, just made it a whole nother ball game, man. I mean, like really, you got the Splash Brothers, then you add another person that can splash from like 30 feet away. Come on now.
It was amazing.
It's incredible how he just went to that team.
Also, another key factor in that game who really wasn't anywhere throughout the playoffs is Klay Thompson.
Oh, 30
Can't
points.
forget about Klay.
Yeah.
16
Klay
points in the
went
first
off.
quarter.
But they can afford for Klay Thompson to have a step back.
I know,
though.
I know, but
because
I'm saying
they have Durant and Curry.
Exactly. So-
It's
It's true.
amazing.
They can't afford for Kevin Durant to fall off a cliff. They can't, because if that happens, they're going to lose. But obviously, I honestly think they're going to close it out. I really do.
But
And
let me ask you guys this: who do you give the most overall credit to this whole playoff series?
Durant.
Durant.
Yeah, it's Durant.
Definitely
but Steph
Durant.
Curry, it's really amazing. Steph Curry has been playing incredibly well, and he's been an afterthought in this series.
Oh, so you think he
Yeah,
got
I know.
overshadowed by Durant?
Yes, I don't think there's a question about that.
Yeah, no.
I would have to
definitely.
agree, yeah, bro.
We do have a caller on the line. Caller, you are on Beyond the Game.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Martin from Merrick. How are you?
How are you? So you want to know how the NBA bounces back from this?
Yes.
Jacob, I know you claim to be a baseball historian.
Yes.
So I'm sure you remember of the days in baseball when it was said rooting for the Yankees was like rooting for U.S. Steel.
We're going to the manufacturing.
I've never quite heard it put that way, but I get your point.
Rooting for the Warriors is like rooting for Apple.
Okay.
Wow.
And in which case,
Does that make the Cavs Microsoft?
I was just about to say that.
you want to go that far?
ideally, there will be, and it'll take perhaps 5 or 6 years or perhaps a little bit longer, but there will be teams through good draft picks, good trades, which means it's not going to be the Knicks or the Nets,
This is true.
Rarely not.
that will be able to develop a team that, one day perhaps can take on and beat the Warriors.
Like the Celtics.
Celtics could get there.
It could be the Celtics. It could be one of a few teams, but you need to have the draft picks, which means it may indeed be a team that's closer to the cellar than the Celtics.
Well, there was a report that said that Chris Paul was interested in joining the Spurs. Could you imagine Chris
Ooh.
Paul on that team?
That would be scary.
Also, Gordon Hayward. The Jazz are getting nervous about
Yeah,
Gordon
I heard
Hayward.
the Heat with
The
him.
Heat
The
and
Heat
Celtics.
with the
I heard the Heat and the Celtics. Yep.
Yeah.
But every league goes through a dynasty period that every few years.
As I mentioned.
Not
this is-
all that long ago in MLB, it was the Yankees in the late 90s.
Well, the difference there was the Yankees weren't going up against the same opponents. This is the same opponents 3 years in a row, and that is horrible for the NBA. What do you do with the other 28 teams?
Well, you had Yankees-Dodgers in the 70s. They went.
They were-
Yankees
that was
went up
2
against
years.
The Dodgers in the World Series.
That was 77 and 78. That was 2 years.
And if you want to count 81 too, where the Dodgers beat the Yankees too.
Right.
Okay, 3 out of 5 years. Okay, I wouldn't call that an epic rivalry. If you want to say Yankees-Brooklyn Dodgers, that's an epic rivalry.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Or as Tom Van Riper had said, an old interview of ours, Reds and Dodgers. Remember that interview?
Yeah.
That was a good
I
interview.
was just going to say it's perhaps more of a rivalry than Reds and Dodgers.
Maybe. Well, they never met in the World Series, so there's that. Then again, they couldn't meet in the World Series.
Or look even more recent. Look in more recent years, the rivalry that the baseball pundits have given Yankees-Red Sox.
Well, that's the best rivalry in all of sports.
Even Giants-Dodgers too. I just thought of that too.
Yeah, Bay Area rivalry. They moved together.
But the point is, these things happen in sports every so often, and it takes a team that's rebuilding, I think, that gets the right draft picks, makes the right trades, so you have a good GM and good scouting staff, and eventually everybody on Golden State's going to get old.
This is true, too.
And, they don't get the number 1 or the number 5 draft pick unless they're giving up one of their prime people.
So we have to wait until Durant and Curry get old. Is that what you're saying?
Well, isn't Durant old already?
No, he's 28.
Yeah. I mean, that's...
That LeBron won his first ring at 28.
If we're waiting that long, I don't know. I'm switching to hockey as my sport to follow this time of year. Hockey and baseball.
But,
All right, Marty, I'll let you go. Thanks for the call.
bye.
Bye.
See you.
All right.
Don't want to be it. No, I'm playing.
No, that was a good call from Martin from Merrick here on Beyond the Game on the Voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. I'm Jacob Volk. Sitting across from me, Brandon Johnson, Dominic Arbolino, and Eric Fischetti. Number to call if you have something on your mind is 516-572-7440. And let's switch to baseball and another edition of our award-winning segment. Award-winning being a segment that hasn't gotten me killed yet. It's a miracle. I thought it would.
You're doing good.
New York Notables.
Hey, whoa.
I still love that sound
This sounds
effect.
like the intro to a Guns N' Roses song. I don't know why.
Two quick things before we get going. I reserve the right to change them if I disagree with RosterResource.com's rankings, and we'll expand this to football when the time comes. Without further ado, the notables for the Yankees are CC Sabathia, Jordan Montgomery, who's pitching tonight. I'm going. That's why I'm repping the Yankee shirt. Yankee
do
shirt.
it.
I've got a Yankee necklace outside, Yankee cap outside.
You are loaded up.
I am. Well, Eric, you're welcome for Tuesday.
I know, and I was going to tell you that today. That was okay. I went to the Boston Red Sox-Yankees game on Tuesday night. It was disgusting out. It was cold. We were all the way in the upper deck, and Jacob goes, "You can move down. I have 2 seats." And me and my girlfriend Emily moved down. I'm like, this is great right now, so thank you for that.
You're very welcome. And Aaron Hicks is the other notable. But you take a look at CC Sabathia.
Ace.
He's pitching like an ace.
Doing really good. That's what you guys need.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
there was times where you guys like really didn't like the way how he's playing, and
No.
I guess he's just been starting to play up.
his last 2 starts have been really good. Jordan Montgomery came out of nowhere in spring training. It's been amazing.
Really quick, going back to CC Sabathia. You know what his ERA is in the past 5?
No, I don't.
It's 1.12.
Wow.
That's really good.
That's amazing.
I even know
Masahiro
what that
who?
is.
CC Sabathia is the ace right now, and that is fantastic,
Hey, he's getting paid like an ace. And
as he should be.
And you take a look at Aaron Hicks. This is someone who Joe Girardi needs to keep in the lineup when Ellsbury comes back.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to say I want Ellsbury to stay hurt because you don't want anyone to stay hurt.
Ellsbury can take all the time he needs.
Yeah, just recover.
But
Just
you know
recover.
what? Aaron Hicks from last year, granted last year, towards the end of the year, he started heating up, but he's like a new player.
Yes, he is.
It's ridiculous. He's playing so well. I honestly agree with this, and I love Montgomery. I really do. He's my favorite young pitcher.
Came out
and,
of nowhere in spring training is pitching amazing.
him and Severino are amazing.
Luis Severino, last pick on my fantasy team. That was great.
How does that make you
Alluded to that
feel?
last week. I
Makes me
remember.
feel. I'm still rubbing it in everyone else in my league space. Still rubbing it in. Makes me feel like a fortune teller. Jacob Nostradamus over here. All right, Dominic, your notables are Robert Gesellman, Lucas Duda, and Neil Walker. It's a pretty scary thought when Robert Gesellman is your best
Yeah.
Everyone's hurt, though.
pitcher. That's true, too. no
Again,
one's
it's
been able
just
to
nothing
stay
you can do
healthy.
It's a
about
wash
injuries.
away season. We all know.
Let me ask you something, because you saw the list. Where was Zach Wheeler?
Wheeler was, I don't remember where I had him ranked. I only do top 3. That's New York Notables.
Oh,
so-
okay, gotcha.
So I don't remember if he was 4th or 5th or not. I'm
Zach
not gonna,
Wheeler's been pitching well, though.
He has been pitching well.
He has been pitching
It,
well.
it was close between him and Walker, though. I do remember that. Duda and Walker are playing well. Mm-hmm. They really are.
You know
And
what? New York teams this year are like totally opposite. You know
Yes,
what I
they
mean?
are.
Like
Yes,
I just don't
they
understand
are.
that. It's kind of
People
weird.
were making World Series picks for the Mets.
So early.
And the Yankees were picked to have 85 wins at most. Now, boy, oh boy, the Yankees. This all is right in the world.
Yeah.
It
All is right
is.
in the world when the Mets will be playing winter golf in October.
Yeah,
And the
packing it
Yankees-
home early.
So you think the Yankees are a playoff team now?
No question about it.
Oh, that's what I wanted to hear. Okay.
No question about it. I will admit it, and Eric, you were a lot higher on the Yankees than I were to start out the season. I was wrong about the Yankees this year. I said they wouldn't make the playoffs. I was 100% wrong.
I mean,
And that
were,
kills me to say.
you were with the majority in all
exactly.
seriousness.
It's not like it's like you totally were disregarding, like, even if they had on a good team on paper, you know, you didn't think they were going to be good because that's what the majority of the people thought.
Yeah, I
so
mean,
it's not like it's
I
you don't
looked
look bad.
No. I mean, I looked at the roster, and I saw a shaky pitching rotation, which has been stabilized by Severino and Montgomery.
And Pineda.
Pineda's pitching well, too. I mean, the hitting, Aaron Judge is playing amazing. Gary Sanchez, since dropping to the 6th spot, has been amazing. Aaron Hicks playing amazing. Gardner's found a power stroke. The Yankees are playing really well.
Did you hear what they said about I don't remember who asked it, but someone asked Girardi, why isn't Gardner stealing bases? Because he's a home run hitter.
But did
That's a great
anyone
line.
see Aaron Judge playing as good?
No.
Because last
Oh,
year
no.
we had
No.
Gary Sanchez, who was a runner-up, AL Rookie of the Year. You know what I mean?
No
So-
one expected Judge to do this well.
I didn't even
I mean,
expect
I
the
thought,
Yankees
I
to do
thought he was
this
going
well.
to be pretty good. I'm not saying this well, but I definitely thought he was going to be pretty good after seeing what he
I don't
was
even
capable of.
I don't even think he saw this coming.
I mean,
And-
he's a legitimate MVP candidate.
Yes.
And no one saw that coming this year.
I'm pretty sure he's
Yeah.
leading by a little bit, but that's only because Trout's hurt right now.
The Yankees remind me of the 2015 Cubs. I don't know why.
Okay, I get your comparison. A young team with some veteran presence that's playing well. That's a
Do you
fair
think they're going to get
comparison.
rid of Gleyber Torres? Because maybe they won't need him.
It's not crazy. Richie from Shirley had called